I'm working on a project called York's Green Streets, and the aim of the project is to try and find those neighbourhoods in York that have got the greatest potential to reduce their carbon footprint. Now, a carbon footprint is the carbon emissions associated with everything in your lifestyle. So heating your home, driving your car, the emissions associated with producing your food and other goods and services that you spend your money on. Now, our idea is that those neighbourhoods in York with the greatest potential to reduce their footprint have got to have a high footprint to start with. They've also got to have the right infrastructure in place to be able to make them have a change. So we are looking for neighbourhoods in York where perhaps the housing could take more retrofitting options. So, for example, the houses could take loft insulation or fit condensing boilers, or maybe do cavity wall insulation. And we're also perhaps looking for those places in York where people could change their transport behaviour. So what we've got a wealth of spatial information that tells us where those homes are and also whether they've got local services nearby to them. So what we're going to try and find is the places where they've got high footprints and the potential to change. A third consideration, besides the size of the footprint and the local infrastructure, is what people's attitudes are like. We're hoping to get some quick wins with this project. So at the moment we're targeting people who we know to have a particularly green attitude. Once we've produced our maps showing the areas where there's the greatest potential to reduce the carbon footprint, we're going to actually go and work with these neighbourhoods. So we'll probably run some kind of leafleting information sharing campaign, letting the streets know that they've been chosen for a role in this project. And the first thing we'll have to do is to actually footprint these individual homes. So we're going to use a footprint calculator called Reap Petite to take the carbon footprint of every single home. So we've got a baseline to start with. And then we're hoping to tie in with the 2010 campaign, which is a 10% reduction by 2010. And we'll give some information about what people could do to maybe reduce their impact, and then we'll resurvey them later to see whether they've actually made that change.